Debate underway, and first of all, may I introduce on my right, he is Executive Director of the Manufacturers Association of South Central Pennsylvania and a candidate for the Republican nomination for the 19th congressional seat, Mr. Mike Smeltzer. Mike. On my left, he is the Congressman from the 19th Congressional District and a candidate for the seat for the 19th Congressional District, Mr. Todd Platts.
Wish you well.
By the coin toss tonight, Mike Smeltzer will offer the opening statement first. You have 3 minutes, Mike. Go ahead.
Good evening. What a great turnout and testament to you, concerned citizens who are interested in the future of America, still the greatest country in the history of mankind. It is also a pleasure to share the stage with our moderator, Mr. Gary Sutton, and our representative, Todd Platts. I want to thank Scott Wagner, Troy Miller, and the York 912 group for hosting this discussion. Albert Einstein is credited with the thought that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing time after time and expecting different results. Re-electing incumbents time after time, hoping that things will get better, has become the problem with Washington politics. Votes are cast, positions are taken based on a calculated assessment of how it might affect the re-election chances, not based on what is right or wrong. Tonight and during this campaign, you will see a stark contrast between two Republicans, one who is a career politician and one who has spent his career creating jobs and fighting for the interests of business and workers. You will see the difference between followership and leadership. You will see the difference between someone who is committed to the people of the 19th Congressional District and someone who sees the position as a stepping stone towards a higher federal government job. In every occupation that I know other than politics, people are proud of their work and the things they accomplish. A few weeks ago, my campaign began discussing Todd's voting record, and we were immediately criticized of negative campaigning. Ladies and gentlemen, facts are facts, and I think how someone has voted in the past is a great indication of how they will vote in the future. Our country is collapsing under the weight of poor financial decisions. We owe it to our children and future generations to make responsible decisions today. As we all know, the current direction of the federal government to blatantly ignore the Constitution and steal away the rights of Americans should be front-page headlines. Just voting no on bad legislation is not enough. We need someone who will fight to preserve our rights. If elected, I am prepared to join the effort to salvage the future of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Todd, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Gary. I'm delighted to be here, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out this evening. Your participation in this debate is what democracy is all about. We certainly have a number of people to thank. Gary, appreciate you being here to moderate. Alex, I'm not sure where you got to, but beautiful singing. Thanks for being here. And certainly the 912 Patriot Group, thanks for putting this together. As I said to Troy and Leanne, it takes a lot of work, I know, to put something of this nature together, and we're indebted to you for doing so. There's another group that we especially owe thanks to. That's our men and women in uniform who are serving us as we speak in harm's way. Because of them, we're allowed to gather here in a peaceful, secure setting and share ideas. Sometimes similar ideas, sometimes different ideas. It's because of their heroic service that we can be here and do so. And I'd like to pay thanks especially to all the veterans who are here. Because of your past service, our nation remains the greatest nation in the world. And I'd ask, using my time, for all of our veterans in the audience, if you would stand and allow us to thank you for the job you've done for our nation. As I drove here this evening, I came by the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. I had the privilege of speaking at the dedication of that last fall. My first cousin, Danny Sprinkle's name is on that memorial. Early on, as a second grader, came home very clear the price that's paid for the freedoms we enjoy. So we truly are indebted to each and every one of you who've worn the uniform. I seek re-election for the same reason I sought election in 1992. I believe in the ideals of public service. I don't think it's wrong to want to serve, to make a difference. And not after you have a career and a major fortune, but before you do it, and not worry about making a fortune. When I ran for office the very first time, I had a job that paid me more than I would make if I was elected to the State House. I had to give that job up a month before the primary, four-way primary, 8 months before the general election, to get a job that would pay me less. Thankfully, my wonderful wife, Leslie, was willing to carry the ball while I campaigned to get a job that would pay our family less. It wasn't about money, it was about serving. And that goes to my mom and dad. They instilled in 5 of us children that if you want to live in a great community, a great nation, you need to be willing to give back. I've wanted to do that since I was 14. I've known this is what I wanted to do, and I'm proud to do it. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a public servant. And if you look at my approach to office, I tell you, I probably don't fit the definition of career politician. I fit the definition of public servant. Thank you.